This is the Henry's Child Podcast. Am I crazy? Or am I just raving?
Hey guys, Thom here with a quick between-isode of the Am I Crazy or Am I Just Raving podcast. Before I get into some of the new details and some of the very cool things that I have to share with you, I wanted to give a special shout out and thanks to everyone who showed up at the Hi-Fi show on Thursday, September 27th to see us open for Floater. If you have been following this podcast for a while, you know that we have a really deep-seated history with Floater. And if you'd like to learn more about that, you can go back to episode number 4 of the Am I Crazy or Am I Just Raving podcast to hear Andrew tell the entire story. But if you flash forward, 23 years later, here we are, and we're opening for Floater. And it was a great show. I wanted to personally thank everybody who came out and showed their support. That place was absolutely packed. We played really well, and it was just a good time all around. So thank you for your participation in that, and thank you for making that a very memorable and awesome experience. If you were there at the show, you noticed that we also had cassettes for sale. So we have 2 songs that are available. One song is called The Stars in Your Eyes, and that's a song that we frequently play out live now, and it's actually the song we're also doing a video for. I'll talk more about the video in just a minute. But the second side has a song called I Can't Believe You're Complaining, and both of these are actually from the new record. So if you have a cassette player, see us at the next show and get a copy of this. It's 2 songs that are coming out before the record is released, and they're really good. We've got a lot of really great feedback on it. And if you don't have a cassette player, you can sign up to our show-only newsletter list, and we'll email the songs to you in a digital format. So whichever way works for you. If you want to do both, that's fine too. Just come and see me. I usually will have an iPad or a phone with me. Anywhere with an internet connection, I can get you signed up and get those digital songs right to your email inbox. Another important mention is that we just took another show, and this show is going to be Saturday, October 20th in Gresham. And it's actually at a place called the House of Shadows. Now, the House of Shadows is a haunted house, but it's kind of a haunted house at the next level. And what I mean by that is, at this particular haunted house, they're allowed to touch you. So it sort of augments, or it sort of adds to the scare factor, I guess. Well, one thing I was able to confirm yesterday is that you don't need to go through the haunted house in order to see Henry's Child. So if you wanted to just come out, it's going to be an all-ages show. All ages are welcome, obviously, and you don't need to go through the haunted house in order to see the show. As soon as we get times and we get posters done, we will update that on Facebook. So this may be coming out a little bit earlier than we actually know all the details for, but again, stay tuned to Facebook or Instagram and we'll be updating there for sure. What we do know for sure is we know who we're playing with. So first it's going to be Othrys, and you guys should be familiar with Othrys because in episode 15 of the Am I Crazy or Am I Just Raving podcast, we had Sebastian Phoenix on. We've had a long history with Sebastian all the way back to when we used to rehearse in Cresswell. So we had a few great stories that were on that episode, and in that episode we played a song called Retrograde from Othrys. So Othrys is going to play with Henry's Child that night, and the other band that's going to be performing is VonDoom. And so I went and I checked out VonDoom, and they are pretty intense. So this is going to be a really, really good show. It's going to be a heavy show. So if you like music a little bit on the heavier side, I think you should definitely come and check it out. I'm going to play some VonDoom in just a moment. But before I do, I wanted to address 2 quick updates. First off, Andrew just finished the second shooting of the Stars in Your Eyes video up in Portland. And it's going to be about 8 weeks before the video is done. But it's so far looking really, really good. And there's a good chance that we're going to have some sort of show or some sort of event around the premiere of that video. So be on the lookout on Facebook for that. That's going to be coming out really, really soon. Like I said, in 8 weeks. So kind of around the holiday times is when this video is probably going to be ready for consumption. And so far, it looks amazing. It's a very, very well done. Secondly, I wanted to make a mention too that if you would like another song from Henry's Child, there's a version of Tell Me True that is available through our website. And all you have to do is go to our website, and up on the very top, there's a link that says free downloads. If you click that link, it will take you to a section to sign up for our newsletter list. And all it is a first name and an email address. And if you provide that, we will send you an autoresponder that also has the link to Tell Me True in it. And really, there's an opportunity for you to get another song that's going to be coming out on the recording very, very soon. So if you go to our website, which is henryschild.com, and click on the link up on top that says free download, that will take you to a section to sign up for the newsletter list. So make sure you do that before the next show so you can have that on your mobile device ready to roll. And like I said before, I was going to play you some VonDoom. And here's a song I was able to get from their Reverb Nation site. And it's called The Fade. Check it out. The Fade from VonDoom. Ladies and gentlemen, VonDoom. They are pretty intense, aren't they? Pretty awesome. So really quick, just a quick recap of what this podcast has been about. We've got a show on Saturday, September 20th in Gresham at a place called the House of Shadows. It's a haunted house, but you don't have to go through the haunted house in order to see the show. We're going to be playing with VonDoom and Othrys, and we'll be getting you some of the actual times very, very soon. I wanted to thank all the fans that came out and saw us perform with Floater on the 27th of September. That was a really awesome show. We have the video for The Stars in Your Eyes coming out in the next 8 weeks, so probably by the end of the year. And if you go to our website and sign up for a free download, you can get the song Tell Me True sent directly to your inbox. Thanks again for listening, and we'll talk to you.
It came out my mouth.